At the Hobby Forge, Alex builds it bold. Geeky dreams in wood and wire. Craft it, make it, watch it unfold. Hobby Forge! Ooh.
Welcome to the Hobby Forge, the only channel where hobbies are forged. Here is your host, Alex. So yeah, we're here for another unboxing. Obviously I couldn't wait. But we got some box goodies. I can tell you about the shop that this order came from. It's from here in the UK. I'm sure they're not going to mind me sharing this QR code. I'll share it on the painting video as well. Is Phalanx Prints. So if you want to go visit their shop and you live in the UK, or maybe you want to order from them in the US or any other country, there's a QR there. So there's a little show of like some of the stuff they can do. Another little QR though. They are on Etsy. They're also on Instagram and TikTok. So go check them out on there. If I was on TikTok, I would follow them on there. But I will be following them on Instagram. The reason why I didn't post the shop that the last mini came from is because I was asked not to. And I didn't sign anything, but I thought I want to order from them again because I really like those minis. I've got a couple more minis arriving from them. They said they're going to try and they like the video because I sent them a link personally through the messages, and they want to try and speed on the next ones. I told them if they can't, not to worry, not to worry about it. So Phalanx Prints, there's the spelling there, and I'll have the shop link down below. If I don't do it on this video, it will be on the paint video, which might end up bleeding onto this one, who knows. So the mini is a Jedi, so it's going to be a Star Wars paint, and hence the reason why I did the Transformers little miniature build, kit build. And this is the guy here. He's an Athorian Jedi. He's going to be one of the NPCs from the campaign I'm running. Just a plain base on this guy. So this is, can I read that? It's an STL from SEB Miniatures. So if you want to get the STL file, it is on SEB Miniatures for the STL file. But this is the actual mini here. He is pretty damn cool. I'm looking forward to painting him. So yeah, make sure to go check out Phalanx Minis, Phalanx Prints on Etsy. And also they have their own website, which is phalanxprints.co.uk. I'm not too sure what... I know ordering from the US, it would cost me £30 odd for a mini and £30 odd for, on average, for postage, depending on the state. Some states it's £15, some it's 30, some it's 20 odd pounds. So if you're ordering from the UK and you want to order from America, I know there's things. I know these are British. These are UK mini printers. So yeah, really cool. I'm going to look forward to painting this guy and playing first game in the campaign tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I've been Alex, and may the force be with you. Keep creating, stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video, unless the next video happens to be the rest of this video. But yeah, click subscribe, and thank you to anyone and everyone that subscribes to this channel. Peace out. Greetings, welcome to the Hobby Forge. Actually reflecting on the screen. I don't know. Just had a mini helical halo right in front of my face and on my chest. So I decided, why not combine videos? So reminder again, if you want to check out the store, there's the QR code to keep an eye open for. Feel free to check it. Phalanx prints. I might get them to send me an actual digital version for next time I order from them, because I will be ordering from them again. So these are from the UK. As I said, the store I got my Mandalorians from. Again, I apologise that I haven't put the shop on for that video, but I was asked by the owners of the store to not publicise their any of their like content, like Instagram or their shop. So if you want to know how to link to get the minis, I will link that video down below. As technically it's tied into this. So, and I thought what I would do for this video is I'll go in my process of how I stick my minis onto their bases. Now I've got no fancy base with this one. That doesn't bother me. Jedi, it's more about the Jedi. I think he is really cool. I've got a rough idea of the colours I'm going to do him in. Yeah, so he is a Thorian and he is a Jedi. So he is obviously going to have, I think a blue lightsaber. Blue is going to be, oh dear, I didn't seal that silver up properly. My bad. So I'm going to go over my gluing process. So I've got my Loctite super glue, which is a CA glue. So it's an ethyl 2 cyanacrylate. Has all the warnings on there. I have my super glue releaser, just in case anything goes wrong. I get super glue on a brush, or I accidentally glue my fingers together. And I have my trusty cyano CA glue activator pen. This is an activator pen. I'm going to show you the exact process I'm going to go through. Obviously you're going to have to come in close. So I'm going to tilt down. I don't have a fancy editing system like Adam Savage, but yeah. So I have the feet, I have the glue, and the way I do the feet to make sure I don't have too much is I have a scrap piece of card. You don't have to if you're a bit more careful than me. Now, yes, you did see me do this squeezy bottle and a non-cloggable nib. I'll actually pay up a little bit for one of these, but I advise, if you're going to use CA glue in your minis or model kits, get one of these bad boys. Also, it helps to have an activator pen for CA glue. This will not work on plastic cement or PVA. However, it will work for general G-purpose super glues. I'll wipe some of the excess off that foot. And so I'm going to have him laying down, feet up in the air, so that they are not exposed to anything. I have an activator pen. See, it looks like a normal run-of-the-mill marker. Looks like a normal run-of-the-mill marker. It does not write on the hand. It doesn't say what's in it actually. It's just an activator. So I'm guessing it's the same stuff that's in an activator spray. I do not have good enough ventilation in this room to get an activator spray. So I will rub that on there, and before that completely dries, contact and a bit of pressure, and whoops, he says, and it should set pretty quick. And it cuts the setting time down quite dramatically. Yeah, and it's stuck. So I'm just going to let him set there. So I'm just going to let him set there for a minute. So I'll stop the camera. And then I'm going to prime him up. It takes literally a minute or two for the glue to completely set, but it is dry enough for me to do this without that falling off. I can hold him upside down and he won't fall off. However, there's a risk of him slipping and becoming detached because the glue in the middle is still a little bit wet. There's still wet glue inside there, but there's less of it. It just means that while it's bonding, it's taking its time. So I will be priming in White Scar, and I will be using, today I'll be mostly using Abaddon Black for the eyes. I will be using the gloss varnish for the eyes as well. I have, for the lightsaber, I may go yellow, so I will be using this paint, this wash here, mix it up and get like a luminous wash. I've got blues. I have my Evil Sun Scarlet for his cloak, which I will also use Berserker Blood Shade. I have Tyrant Blue as well. Also, which I may go over the top to just give it a little bit of the. Where's my eye bloodshot? My eye is bloodshot. What the hell happened there? When did that happen? Oh wow. Okay. I must note it's UK. I do suffer from hay fever, so there's every chance that's allergy related. I haven't been poked in the eye. I also have this moot green, it's this lovely luminous green. I have Flash Gits yellow, which I may use. For the cloak, I'll be using red. For the cloak and hood, I'll be using the red. For the General Jedi robes, it's general robes, I will be using. Let's see, what shall I use? He's going to be understated. I will use a nice beige. I'll use Flayed One Flesh for his robes. For his skin, I have a grey wash. I do have a grey wash. It's somewhere here. I will find it. I do have a grey wash, shade. That's Flesh Shade. Actually, I might use Flesh Shade on his cloak. His hood. Oh, actually, I could use this brown. This hardened leather. Some of the, I like the details on the belt. His skin tone is going to be grey. He's an Athorian. They tend to be greys, yellows, browns. So I could do a lilac actually. I could do a Drupty violet, which is a shade. Could do a skin that colour actually. That sounds good actually. Make me a unique case. So yeah. So I'm going to. He is set. He is set. I'm very gently touching him. Oh yeah, very gently touching him. Oh, that lightsaber. Oh yeah. I'm gonna heat him up. Got a few spots I need to sand up. First, off camera. I just wanted to go over my gluing process when I am attaching minis to the bases. And how I do my model kits as well. Oh, I forgot. I am a DC fan, so I am also obviously a 2000 AD fan, but I'm also a DC fan. Batman Who Laughs. With Mr. Simpson, Jock himself was one of the guys, one of the original minds behind Judge Death, who actually inspired. There's actually Jock's artwork that actually inspired the Batman Who Laughs, which I think is awesome. So Judge Death came before the Batman Who Laughs, and I like both characters. I don't care what you think. I don't know if you're picking the reflection off of this light here, about here, or if it's just literally it's reflecting off my phone screen because it has been recently polished. So let's get on with doing this guy. Oh yeah, let's do it. And we're going to do some obviously sped up paintwork. And obviously stages always will be what base coat, and then do the colours over the top. And I may dry brush areas just to get any shine from any of the washes, the shading, the shading, the wash, the ink, the alcohol paints. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? I've spoke too much. I've said too much. Oh no. Oh yeah, and I will be. This is obviously an unsponsored video. This was bought and paid for. Like I say, I will put the link for Phalanx whenever I order anything off of Etsy, no matter which shop I get it from, unless they ask me to not do so explicitly, like with the Mandalorians. I always promote the shops. I don't get paid to. They're not paying me anything, because like with everyone that orders off Etsy, when you've ordered off the shop once or twice, you get given a discount code for Etsy for the next time you buy stuff from their shop. It encourages return customers. So this isn't a sponsored video with this drink, but I'm giving this drink a try. Sub-Zero Vanilla Iced Coffee by Sides. Yeah, I mean, you always see me drinking an energy drink. I thought, I drink a coffee on when I'm on here. I'm hoping this won't explode. It's not, shouldn't be fizzy. I don't think it's carbonated. I'll soon let you know. And yeah, I do drink Lucozade. But here all my American viewers go, but what about the sunset? Australian and American viewers go, what about the sunset yellow? Why don't you get hyper? I have ADHD. Trust me. It doesn't make me hyper. If anything, it's going to make me fall asleep. It's lumpy. I'm going to swap drinks. And while I'm doing that, I'll get on with the sped up footage. Catch you in a minute.
Yeah.
I woke to the those black boots on the pier, salt on my hands and a bed in my ear. Old cap torn low and my coat smelled of rain. I hit that deck like I knew my own name. The kettle was whistling, the deckhands came round, stamping the boards till the whole house shook down. One clap, two clap, the lantern swung free and the captain just laughed. Now move with me, lean close, feel that sway, tie the knot and pull away. Hey now, roll that line, rock me clean through the brine. Hey now, roll that line, rock me clean through the brine. Hey now, roll that line.
I read the text twice, then I read the pause. Made a whole movie out of one small flaw. You said later, I heard maybe. Now my brain's got hands on my slate. I keep turning it over, one little spark and it gets colder. I know, I'm making it loud, but I can't shut this carousel down. Think of overthinking. I do that too. Think of overthinking. When I think of you. One small word turns into a storm. I keep asking, what's that for? I check my phone like it might explain why your good night hit me like rain. I rehearse my voice in the dark of the room, say it out clean, then ruin it so. I keep turning it over, one little spark and it gets colder. I know, I'm making it loud, but I can't shut this carousel down. Think of overthinking. I do that too. Think of overthinking. When I think of you. One small word turns into a storm. I keep asking, what's that for? said my name. Now the whole room bends just to watch that flame. Spin that record back, let the good part ride. I feel your spark right here by my side. Love the funk, love the funk. Move that body, let it sing. Love the funk. One more step and I might blink. Love the funk, love the funk. Make the floorboards talk tonight. Love the funk. Baby, you got that bite. You cut through the smoke like you own the place. That little smile on your velvet face. You said come close, so I lost my cool. Now I'm all in and I'm playing it smooth. Spin that record back, let the good part ride. I feel your spark right here by my side. Love the funk, love the funk. Move that body, let it sing. Love the funk, love the funk. One more step and I might blink. Love the funk, love the funk. Make the floorboards talk tonight. Love the funk, baby, you got that bite. Take my hand, pull me in. Turn that corner, do it again. One slow groove, then a slide. But I feel this fly. Love the funk, love the funk. Move that body, let it sing. Love the funk, love the funk. One more step and I might blink. Love the funk, love the funk. Make the floorboards talk tonight. Love the funk, baby, you got that bite.
So, yes, I am happy with how he's turned out. Obviously, the paint is still drying. I've gone for a green lightsaber with a slight yellow hue. I've decided I may go over his hood. Actually, I might do his hood now, and that with the actually, do I use white and orange? No. I think the blood shade. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that on camera. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that on camera. Apparently, I've lost all ability to speak normally. All in the course of 5 seconds. So, and I opted for a gold trim on his cloaks. It's kind of reminiscent of the Imperial Guards of the Sith, but this guy is as good as they get when it comes to Jedi. One of Luke Skywalker's new Jedi Masters. So, Jedi Master Oro Besh. Our of Luke Skywalker's New Jedi Order. Obviously, he's a little bit shiny at the minute. Rough idea of what I'm going for. I'm going to do some tidying up around the eyes. But kind of did a little gold attempt at a mythosaur skull and a symbol of the Jedi Order on the other knee. I like remnants of clone trooper armor on his legs. Like I said, I've gone for a traditional green. Whoops, I dipped my finger in that. In a traditional green for the. I should trim that really. I shouldn't. I don't know where my snippers are, but I'm gonna. There's a little bit of tag on the end of the lightsaber. I don't know if you can make that out. It looks like his lightsaber is actually dripping. But yeah, I went for kind of like a beigeish colour wash for the actual robes themselves. And I've gone for a grey skin. Obviously the signature black eyes of the Ithorians. Ithorian black eyes. I need to go. I've got glaze on there, and what happens is with that gloss is it will go kind of milky before it dries. It will go milky for a bit while it's drying. So where you saw at one point his eyes were black, now they've gone like a greyish colour. What it has a little bit of acetone in there, I think. There's something in there. But it's not in German. There's an acrylic finish to the paint, 24 hours dry. Yeah, it's an acrylic gloss varnish. Really good. I've used it on other things for eyes and armor and all that good jazz stuff. Did I use it on this guy? I didn't, because he's a demon. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm thinking, do I have access to it in minute? And I have used the gloss on to do an effect with the eyes. Yes, this is a good guy to do. I'll show it how the gloss looks on the eyes. You can see the actual central eye itself has gloss on it, as do the teeth, and as do the tips of those little barbs at the end of each tentacle. This was actually quite a fun slap shop style paint I did, and yeah. And yes, he is a type of beholder, but the creature he is in the world I set him in is actually called the Tribunal of Eyes, seer of all truths and deceptions, and judges you before either devouring you or passing you on to the other side. Trust me, he's a lot more sinister than you think. What was it? A good one. Aha, yes. So, this magpie that I painted. Yeah, the eyes as realistic as possible and the beak as realistic as possible. I used the gloss varnish on the eyes to make them as realistic as possible, which is really fun. Magpies are one of my favourite birds. There's actually elements of purple in there as well. You can just see, like there would be on a magpie's wings. There's actually a little shimmer of purple. Another good demonstration of just the difference a bit of gloss paint makes. It's literally a dark dark void for the eye, but you can kind of get the gist of just the difference. Just a little bit of this on, you can see I've had this for quite a while and it's not even empty. It's not even empty. So yeah. I do like using it to emphasize realism into eyes, like put a soul into the character. Now you can see where the gloss is actually starting to dry. You can see the effect I'm going for. And a dryer brush to get rid of some of that drip excess. Just getting rid of some of the drip excess off the areas because I don't want them to be him to be just mix some in the acetone water to get rid of that stuff off the end. So yeah, you can see where it's starting to dry. You can see it has like a sheen to it. So in the, if I remember to put some B-roll at the end here, so this is Jedi Master Orobesh. I know I just quickly, in one of Master Luke's trusted Jedi Masters of his new order, with his enclave on in Sundari, in New Sundari, on Mandalore, well, 15-20 years after the events of the Din Djarin and Grogu. I do have a mini coming for an adolescent Grogu, so if you are a fan of The Mandalorian, be sure to check in that. I have an Ahsoka coming as well. That's come in the next month or so. Again, coming from the same place I ordered the Mandalorians from. I have a couple of creatures. I have a Nexu coming, and something is going to be big and terrifying. There's going to be a dark side twisted monster. A mutation kind of. I'm not too sure whether to make him a variation of a Tyrantic or a variation of a Dathmiri Rancor. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, if you really no, I am getting a bit of lens flare. Yeah, so that is not a UFO. That is. See if I cover that up. It could be reflection. You might not be able to see it. There's a little ring here. You're probably not seeing it. It's probably just literally a reflection on the monitor here while I'm recording. So, without further ado, I have been Alex. You have been watching the Hobby Forge and watching me paint in very sped up footage. Master Orobesh, Jedi Master. There's a lovely green lightsaber. So yeah. I will also put a link to my Instagram page that is to do with all my D&D miniature paint and stuff, which would be 12-sided GM. And I'll put the link for that down below if you want to go follow me on there. And I will also put the Etsy link for Phalanx and Prince down below as well if you are interested. They do a lot of variety of stuff. I have that many right now. I'll show you to you right now. And he is here. Ow, my foot! Yeah. See, one of my better paint jobs, one of my more patient paint jobs. I've done like the nature theme, and I've got the green gold on his visor. And yes, he is basically a druid. Like a space age druid. He's pretty cool, and he is supposed to be a little bit beaten up, tattered, a bit of moss growing on his armor, hence the reason why he's got a little bits of damage to him. His armor's oxidized, but yeah, green is very much the theme of that guy. So, without further ado, thank you so much for watching the Hobby Forge. I've been Alex. Stay creative, keep on being awesome. Well, be creative, stay awesome, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget the subscribe button. Check out the links down below for the suggested views. Obviously, if you like music stuff, I have 2 music based channels. One is keyBassist, which is getting some new content coming soon. I'm yet to get some new stuff for the other music channel, which is Copperhead Blues. So those 2 channels are basically for when I come up with musical ideas, and it's just somewhere to put stuff there. If you want to see other people that create stuff, check out some of you will already know. If you're a Mythbusters fan, you'll know Adam Savage. You will know who Adam Savage is. So check out Adam Savage Tested if you don't know that he has his own channel already. And also, because the guy inspired me, basically, I would love to meet him, and I know he would get on like a house on fire with my granddad. They share a lot of interests. Also, massive Star Wars fan, I am, yes. And a massive Mythbusters fan as well. But also, fellow British maker, keyBasher, kind of like inspired me to do once I've made the accidental deletage of geek stuff, and I'm having to start again here on Hobby Forge. So Hobby Forge, if you're not familiar, Hobby Forge was originally just a program I made on my previous channel that I got to 112 subscribers on and accidentally deleted. Yeah, a lot of hard work went into that channel and it all went to pot. So I had to resubscribe to all the channels that I could remember on there. And then it paved the way for the Hobby Forge to be a channel. So the whole premise for the Hobby Forge was obviously geek stuff was an idea from other YouTube channels and other stuff, because it was toy reviews as well as many painters. And now the Hobby Forge is basically me creating things, painting minis, building Lego, making crafts, and also I will be delving into kit bashing. Just watch this space. I've got a few ideas in mind. I want to get them practiced first. I have a few sprues. I'm not going to show them now. But yeah, so fellow British kit basher creator, just as awkward on the camera as me, but obviously is an absolute delight to watch, really entertaining, and he does some amazing music stuff at the end of his videos. If you are a fan of Bucky O'Hare, he's made the Toad Empire's, one of the Toad Empire ships. He's also made Bucky O'Hare's ship, the Righteous Indignation, with an awesome, very cool, like, music video at the end of that video. which is really cool. Go check out Greg Johnson Making. The link will be down below for his channel. Again, he doesn't need my support. He has far more subscribers than I do. But if you've never heard of him, go check him out. So if you are drawn to this channel and you've not heard of him, go check him out. Also, if you're a Red Dwarf fan, he's done some Red Dwarf stuff, as well as Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and amongst other things. So go check him out. He needs more love. He is awesome, and I would love to work with him one day. Mainly because he lives in the UK as well. You know. Maybe do some mini paints. Maybe have a couple of games of D&D for one shots. But yeah, maybe have a cup of tea and just nerd out over Red Dwarf and Star Wars and other delights. So yeah, go check out those links down below and I'll let you get going. Remember, stay creative, be awesome. The video is now finally actually over. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. No, it's not purple, it's just the lighting. I'll catch you next time, and hopefully this eye would have healed by then. And yes, I have cut my hair. Thank you for noticing. See you next time. Bye.